Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time here, then hi, my name is Lauren. And on my channel, we mostly talk about anything luxury, but we also discuss lifestyle and beauty. So if you're interested in any of these topics, please consider subscribing to my channel and we'll get started with the video. So in today's video, I'm going to be presenting you a thorough review and comparison of the Lady Dior bag versus the Dior Bobby bag. So if you are curious to hear the pros and cons of each bag, then please keep on watching. So small disclaimer before we start this video, this Lady Dior right here is actually not mine. It is a replica that a fake factory very kindly sent me. I have collaborated with them in the past on real versus fake videos and have always been impressed by the quality. And here, once again, it is so beautiful. The quality of this bag is amazing. So if you are interested in getting this particular Lady Dior bag or really anything else from the fake factory, then I will go ahead and leave all of the relevant information in the description box of the video down below for you, along with the coupon code. And without further ado, let's get started with the video. So let's start with our first point of comparison, which is going to be the price. So I have this Lady Dior right here in size small, and it currently retails for $6,000 plus tax. And then this Dior Bobby bag right here is in size medium, and it retails for $3,800 plus tax. So there is quite a bit of a price difference, that's for sure. With the Lady Dior bag, we're nearing Chanel prices, while the Dior Bobby bag is still fairly reasonably priced. So our next point of comparison is going to be the strap. So both bags actually come with a strap that is adjustable. A couple of notes here about the straps. So for the Dior Bobby bag, the strap is adjustable and really adjustable. There's a lot of different options. So even if you're super tall like me, even if you're super short, even if you're a bit chubby, even if you're super skinny, you are definitely going to find the strap hole that makes it perfect for you to use as a crossbody bag. The Lady Dior now is adjustable, but there are not that many options. So that is the first thing to note. When it comes to the Lady Dior bag, the strap is removable. It is the same for the Dior Bobby bag, but the Dior Bobby bag, if you do choose to remove the strap, I'm not really sure how you carry the bag because it doesn't have any top handles. So there aren't other options to carry the bag other than the crossbody. So if you remove the strap, you know, I don't really understand the point of removing the strap actually. So it is removable, but pointlessly removable, I will say. For the strap width, I will say that the Lady Dior one, I find it a bit wide for me, for my body frame. The strap is just a bit wide. It is like over 5 centimeters, it seems like to me. So it's a bit in your face, it's a bit much, I think, and kind of ruins the aesthetic of the bag. I feel like the proportions are a bit off with how small the bag is. The strap is quite wide, whereas for the Dior Bobby bag, the strap is nice and narrow, it's very skinny, it's very thin, very classy and elegant. So this actually brings me to the versatility of the bag, because you can actually remove the strap for the Lady Dior bag and still carry it as a normal handbag with the top handles. I feel like it is much more versatile than the Dior Bobby bag. So in my opinion, the Lady Dior one is perfectly suitable for day use as a casual bag with the strap. But once you remove the strap, you can actually use this as an evening bag. So, you know, for nights out on the town, to go out to fancy restaurants. This bag can also be what I would call dressed up with like a twilly or a bag charm other than the bag charm that it actually comes with. So this makes it even more of an option for an evening bag. Whereas the Dior Bobby bag, unfortunately, because it cannot be carried as a top handle bag or, you know, anything else than really a crossbody bag, this is definitely better suited for casual wear during the day. So it isn't as versatile, unfortunately, as the Lady Dior bag. So our next point of comparison is going to be the ease of access. So how easy is it to open and close the bag? I feel like I'm at a point in my luxury journey where I tend to lean more towards practical handbags. I reach more for practical handbags. If the bag is not practical, is difficult to use, I will likely not use it as much and it will just like sit on my shelf. So I know to choose practical handbags. So for the Lady Dior, I feel like the top flap part is a bit annoying. It seems to get in the way a lot. I hate having to open and close it. It doesn't make it practical. It takes a long time because number one, I want to be careful of the handbag. So, you know, I don't want to damage the top part. The leather is very fragile. So I take a long time to open and close it. And then number two, I feel like I might damage my nails if I go too fast. Additionally, it takes up a little bit of space inside of the handbag because basically the top flat part comes like folded inside of the handbag by a teeny tiny bit. So this is quite annoying to get in and out of this Lady Dior bag. So for the Dior Bobby bag, it is slightly easier to open and close it. But one thing to note is that the magnet that's right here under this little part is quite hard to open and close. So the magnet is very resistant. Of course, that makes it such that you are 100% sure that the bag is nice and closed. But it also is harder to open and close, so you probably need at least one hand to do that. You're not going to open the flat part with like one finger. That's impossible, so that's definitely something to note. But overall, I would say that the Dior Bobby bag is easier to open and close, so easier access than the Lady Dior bag. So my next point is going to be about the storage capacity of both of these bags. So if you've been subscribed to my channel for a while, you know that I cannot deal with mini bags. I actually need for my bag to be functional. I need for my purse to be able to hold, you know, the bare minimum, the essentials, plus a little bit more, say, you know, like a face sunscreen or like a hand sanitizer, that type of thing. Like I've mentioned before, this Dior Bobby bag right here is in size medium and the Lady Dior is in size small. So both of these bags actually come in different sizes. But even though this is size medium and this is size small, it actually has about the same storage capacity. Both of the bags have about the same. And that is because of the shape of the Dior Bobby bag. It's actually not very functional and pretty difficult to fit things inside. You kind of have to place things laying down, if that makes sense. So your phone has to be on the larger side. You kind of have to play Tetris when you fit stuff. So it's not very practical. Whereas the Lady Dior bag, even though it may appear smaller, it is actually a lot easier to fit stuff inside. So the storage capacity is about the same, even though this is a size medium and this is a size small. My next point is about the style. So obviously the Lady Dior is the iconic model from the brand. Therefore, it is the classic, classy model, timeless, very elegant, will never go out of style. This is really something that you cannot go wrong with, absolutely not. And what that means is that it also has a different resale value than the Dior Bobby bag. I mean, obviously you pay more upfront for the Lady Dior bag, but should you decide that it is not for you, it will be much easier to resell it for very close to the purchase price than the Dior Bobby bag. The Dior Bobby bag is not a very common bag. It's not a bag that I've seen a lot elsewhere. So I feel like reselling this purse would be a little bit more difficult, and you pretty much have to accept taking a price cut. So that's definitely something to think about. But with the popularity of the Lady Dior bag, obviously comes the fact that there are a lot of dupes, a lot of replicas out there. So that's something to think about if that's not for you. The Dior Bobby bag is a lot less copied because it's a lot less commonplace. And lastly, we're going to talk about the things that are annoying about each bag. So the things that annoy me the most about the Dior Bobby bag, the one thing is really the color transfer. So because it is a crossbody bag and only a crossbody bag, and I got mine in this beautiful latte color, which is kind of like a cream, there is a lot of potential for color transfer. I would say so far so good. But I can already see that the back is a little bit darker than the front. So it's definitely something to keep in mind. So, you know, I try not to wear it with like dark denim and dark fabrics, but sometimes like you think it's safe and then you make a mistake. So that's something to think about. If you're deathly scared of color transfer, I would say definitely get this bag in a different color, you know, like darker, like black or like dark gray, something like that. The things that are really annoying about the Lady Dior bag are the charms. So they are very, very noisy. So every time you walk, you will hear like ding, 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 ding. This can be kind of nerve-wracking, to be honest. That's the first thing. And then the handles, actually, obviously now I'm holding the bag by its top handles, but should the bag be resting, you know, on the floor or on a table or something on a flat surface, the handles will fall down, which is, very annoying too. So it's not very stable. It's not the sturdiest bag ever. So that's something to think about if you are considering the Lady Dior bag. So now for the conclusion, after all these considerations, which one would be my choice? So if I had to recommend a single Dior bag, if I had to recommend for you your first Dior handbag, I would go ahead and recommend the Lady Dior bag, even though it's actually not my bag, which is quite interesting. I feel like overall it has a better resale value, it is a better investment, it is a more versatile handbag. You can wear it from day to night, very easy to transition it. You can fit a lot despite the fact that it's small, so tiny but mighty. It's cute. I think that it comes in a variety of colors, so it would be difficult to not find the color that you're looking for. It really is a bag that goes with absolutely everything, with a skirt, with a dress, with pants. It really is something that you cannot go wrong with. So if I had to recommend one single Dior handbag out of these two options, I would go ahead and recommend the Lady Dior one. It's not meaning that I don't like my bag. I obviously still love it and I would never sell it. It is actually one of my most used bags for this year. I love using it. I love how casual it is, but I do have to admit that it is not as versatile as the other one. So if you could only pick one, I would go ahead and recommend the Lady Dior one. So that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video was beneficial and informational for you. In case you were debating which Dior handbag to acquire, I hope that I was able to clarify a few things for you. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.